Hey everyone, Virtual John here. Welcome to Business Model Canvas Deep Dive, from sticky notes to startup math. In the live workshop, we spent about an hour unpacking this together. In this version, I'm going to give you the same backbone, just tighter, clearer, and easier to revisit. Think of this as a director's cut, minus the popcorn and side conversations. So here's the big shift. Most people learn the business model canvas as a way to organize ideas, and that's useful, but it's only step one. Step two is where founders either level up or stay stuck. A lot of canvases are basically smart guesses written in boxes. Nothing wrong with that, but if you stop there, it's like building a map and never driving the route. What we want is a canvas that helps us make decisions. What do we test first? What do we measure weekly? What do we change next? If your canvas only looks good, it's a poster. If it helps you choose better actions, it's a decision tool. To make this practical, I brought in a fictional startup, DormDrop. DormDrop delivers late-night essentials to students in residence. Snacks, drinks, toiletries, the whole "it's 11:30 p.m. and I ran out of everything" package. On paper, it sounds like a winner. Fast, convenient, student-focused, but that's exactly why this is a great teaching case, because good ideas can feel obviously good before they've been tested. So our job wasn't to clap for the idea. Our job was to pressure test it. Can this actually work in real life with real costs, real behavior, and real constraints? That's where the fun begins. First exercise, assumption heat map. Then we tagged each part of the model as one of three things. What are known, meaning we've got evidence. Assumption, meaning we think it's true, but haven't proven it. And high-risk assumption, meaning if we're wrong, the model could break. This is one of the most useful founder habits you can build, because in startup land, not all assumptions are equal. Some assumptions are nice to validate. Others are validate this now or don't waste 3 months. For DormDrop, examples of high-risk assumptions were things like reliable delivery speed, willingness to pay, and whether we can acquire customers without blowing our margins. The key question is simple. Which one or two assumptions could kill this fastest if we're wrong? Start there. Now this is a big one. Yes, the canvas has 9 blocks, but early stage survival usually depends heavily on 3 of them. First, value proposition. This is your promise to a specific user. If that promise is fuzzy, everything downstream gets fuzzy. Your marketing, your sales, your pricing, all of it. It's like aiming an arrow in fog and hoping for a bullseye. Second, revenue streams and pricing logic. You can have demand and still fail if the money model doesn't work. This is where we ask, are we pricing for how we would buy or for how customers prefer to buy? That difference matters more than people think. Third, customer segments plus channels. Knowing who wants your offer is step 1. Reaching them affordably is step 2. If CAC eats your margin, your growth plan is basically expensive cardio. So yes, all 9 matter, but these 3 usually decide whether you survive long enough for the other 6 to matter. We spent time tightening value propositions from sounds good to is clear and testable. A lot of first drafts sound like this. We provide a convenient solution for busy people. That could describe half the internet. A stronger version says who it's for, what outcome it delivers, and why it matters now. For DormDrop, that might be, for resident students, DormDrop delivers late-night essentials in about 20 minutes so they can stay focused and avoid late-night store runs. Here's the test I use. Can a stranger hear your value proposition once and repeat it back accurately? If not, it needs sharpening. Clarity is like good lighting in a photo. Once it's there, everything else looks better. This is one of my favorite parts because it trips up almost everyone at first. Founders naturally design pricing around their own buying habits, but the right question is, how does the customer want to buy? Do they want one-off convenience? bundles, a recurring option, a lower entry price with upgrades later. For Dorm Drop, we explored ladder-style thinking, an entry option for first-time trial, a core option for regular orders, and maybe a repeat use or bundled option for exam periods. Pricing isn't just arithmetic, it's behavior design. You're shaping how people say yes. If your offer structure doesn't match customer behavior, great ideas can underperform for avoidable reasons. This section is where strategy meets reality. It's easy to say students are our customer. Now that's broad, too broad, better. Which student segment has the strongest need and can be reached efficiently right now? Resident students during exam weeks might be very different from commuters or part-time students. Then channels. Can we reach them through the right path at a reasonable acquisition cost? Because if your channel is expensive, you can accidentally buy growth that doesn't make money. I always say if you had unlimited budget, everyone is your customer. But in the real world, your ideal segment is the one that wants your offer and can be acquired sustainably. This is the no finance degree required section. You don't need complex spreadsheets on day one, but you do need a few core numbers you actually understand. What's your average revenue per customer? What's your margin? What's your CAC? What's your rough payback period? And what's your monthly operating target? So the number you must cover to stay alive. That last one is huge. If you don't know your monthly survival number, you're flying without instruments. You might feel movement, but you can't tell whether you're climbing or dropping. The goal isn't perfect precision early, the goal is informed direction. Rough numbers today are better than perfect numbers 6 months too late. After all that, we came back to the original Dorm Drop canvas, and this is where the learning really clicked, because now people were seeing different things, new risks, missing assumptions, channel concerns, pricing tweaks, partner dependencies, and cost pressure points. This is exactly what should happen. Version 1 gives you structure, version 2 gives you sharper judgment, version 3 gives you momentum. A strong founder mindset is not, I got it right first try. It's, I improve the model every time I learn something real. Then we introduced Canvas Compass, the custom GPT built for this exact process. It's designed as a thinking partner, not an answer vending machine. What it does well, asks better questions, flags risky assumptions, and helps you design practical tests. What it doesn't do, write your assignment, replace your judgment, or magically produce customers on demand. Think of it like a gym spotter for startup thinking. You still lift the weight. It helps you lift with better form and fewer injuries. You can use Canvas Compass in text or voice mode. You don't need a complete canvas to start. If you only have a rough idea, start there. If you only have a value proposition draft, start there. If you're stuck on pricing, start there. A good prompt sounds like, challenge my value proposition and ask one question at a time. Or, mark what I've shared as known, assumption, or high risk, then give me one 7-day test. That workflow helps you move from interesting thought to evidence-backed decision fast. If you want to keep building this skill, keep iterating weekly. One block, one risk, one test, one learning loop at a time. And if this approach helped you, connect with me on LinkedIn. I share practical ways to use AI and avatars to make business thinking clearer, faster, and more useful.